Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thurston High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. My name is Isaiah Burke, and I'm the ASB president.
And my name is Tanner Wyndham, your ASB vice president. Over the course of the next few days, we're going to take the time to celebrate all the accomplishments of the class of 2021.
I can't believe we made it. Coming into high school, I never would have thought our journey would have ended up like this. Looking back on it now, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
Now, we could sit up here and complain about everything that happened, like the flood freshman year, the roof collapsing in the gym sophomore year, a pandemic, the holiday farm fire, and even the great roundabout rocking chair scare of 2019. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to celebrate all that we accomplished through this adversity.
Ever since being a freshman in 2017, we've seen the school morph into what it is today between new staff members and new facilities. A lot of this has been due part to the tight-knit community that Thurston has. We saw this in the fall of 2020 when the holiday farm fire struck home and people were forced from their homes. Thurston High School was quick to step in and help each other in need, and that's what I love about the Thurston community.
Speaking of the holiday farm fire, that reminds me of a little story I have about a good deed I was able to do myself during the holiday farm fire. This deed was I was able to foster a cat. This cat's name is Maddox. He belongs to my girlfriend and her family. He's a little black kitty that spent most of his time outdoors. But when the fires hit, he couldn't stay outside because it wasn't safe for him in all the smoke. But he also was not able to go inside because, let's just say, he doesn't get along the best with his redheaded brother Chase, the golden doodle. So when I heard about this, I was quick to jump in as an animal lover myself, and he came to stay in my room. At first, he was pretty hesitant, to say the least. He hid under my bed for a couple days, didn't come out much, was kind of scared, and I can't blame him. There was so much craziness going on and so many new things. But eventually, he worked his way out. We became pretty good friends. He'd come out, we'd have late-night chats. I'd watch him zoom around my room playing with his favorite toy. And every once in a while, when I'd look away from my computer during online school, I'd turn around and catch him taking a bite of my lunch. And this all came from just a simple act of kindness. These acts of kindness are so rewarding, and it's what helped carry us through the tumultuous times of the holiday farm fire.
Acts of kindness like Tanner's and many others were abundant with the class of 2021. This class not only showed these acts of kindness, but showed many more things. This class is a class of winners and knows how to succeed, ranging from football state championships to theater state championships and everything in between. We are winners.
The success this class achieved was blatantly evident, but what may not have been so easy to see was all the hours of hard work put in to achieve these things. Many practices, hours of studying, and anything else we needed to do to achieve everything we did. I was a first-hand witness to all these things, and it's what inspired me to do my best and become the best version of myself every day.
The change was not easy. Going from every day seeing your buddies in school, all your favorite teachers, to sitting at home and being online. But it opened up a lot of new opportunities and experiences. One for me being an online video portion of our advisory videos called Bigger and Better. In this segment, my buddy and I, Sawyer, were trading items to eventually get things bigger and better. We started with a fish hook and worked all the way up to an iPhone. The people I met along the way, the experiences I remember, will be with me forever. It was a cool experience, and it wouldn't have happened unless we had the pandemic and the changes that came with online school.
We want to make sure to thank all the teachers, staff, coaches, family, and friends, and everyone else that made today possible. We wouldn't be here without you, and we greatly appreciate everything you've done for us. Although our high school careers are coming to an end today, this isn't the end for all of us. We're going to move on to college, a new career, a trade, the military, or even a gap year, and we wish you all the best of success in whatever you choose to do. And even though we're all going to go down our own path in life, facing different challenges, we will always have one commonality between us all. And that is the fact that we are and always will be Thurston Colts. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michaela Cook, and I'm your senior class president.
Hi, I'm Angelica Rivera, and I'm the senior class vice president.
First off, we want to thank everyone who made it possible to be here today. We are both very proud of each and every senior who made it this far, especially with the circumstances this year has brought along. We also want to thank your parents and family members who are celebrating you today and who will continue to cheer you on to your next stages in life, which are approaching fast.
It's hard to believe where we are right now. This is just the new beginning of a new chapter. For some of you, it's waiting to get out of school and get on with your life. It's a time when the old childhood rhyme, "No more pencils, no more books, no more teachers' dirty looks," describes just how you feel.
For many others of you, high school graduation is just the next step in your education. You're headed to a university, a community college, apprenticeship training, to the daunting task of preparing for the career you may eventually want to pursue. As we move for what's next, may we not forget where we started, but embrace the lessons learned along the way. Don't put too much time in trying to choose the perfect opportunity that then you might miss the right opportunity.
Recognize that there will be failures and acknowledge that there will be obstacles. But we all learn from our mistakes and from the mistakes of others. Even with great success, there is little learning actually done. Making mistakes and learning from them is one of the hardest lessons to learn, but is the biggest step of personal growth.
As we individually move forward with our own lives, remember to do work that is important, work that makes a difference, work that interests you. I once heard someone say, don't put too much effort in crossing the T's or dotting the I's. I'm sure we can all agree that the last 4 years went by faster than expected. So let's not spend too much time focusing on the small, insignificant details, but focus on the things that might bring us enjoyment, importance, and purpose.
As we all find our own purpose in life, my challenge to each of you and to myself is to do all that you can to reach your full potential. If each of the 217 students in this graduating class is able to do that, just imagine the effect that would have on us. The future is truly in our hands, so let's make the most of it. And congratulations, class of 2021.
Good evening, class of 2021, parents, families, and guests. Welcome to the 2021 Thurston High School Commencement Ceremony. I am Chris Rearsgard, principal at THS. When Dr. Toey left Thurston for Salem in July, I was asked to step in to help get school open and going if and when we were able to do so. It has been an incredible honor to serve as the principal of Thurston High School during this past uncertain year. Do you remember March 13th, 2020, a Friday the 13th that will forever be burned into minds? Who would have guessed that the extended spring break of 2020 would turn into 399 days before returning to classes at Thurston High School? We have missed you. In usual speeches, I talk about the culmination of 13 years of education and how it has landed you all here, successful graduates of Thurston High School. I would like to reach out to all of the elementary and middle school teachers and staff that had a hand in getting this class to tonight's ceremony and say thank you. On behalf of the teachers and staff at Thurston High School, we couldn't have brought these seniors to this point without all of your hard work and influence. To the Thurston High School staff, what a great job you have all done during this challenging and unprecedented year. Your ability to pivot from CDL to hybrid models of teaching on short notice has been nothing short of amazing. However, it seems difficult not to talk about the past 15 months and the toll it has taken on the class of 2021. Your parents always talked about their long walks to school uphill both ways in the snow. But you get to tell your children the tale of surviving Google classes, bad Wi-Fi connections, forgotten mute buttons, and how you wore your pajamas every day to class. Your vocabulary has grown with such words as pandemic, quarantine, isolation, synchronous and asynchronous, herd immunity and community immunity, flattening the curve, contact tracing, social distancing, sheltering in place, super spreader events, breakthrough cases, and sanitize, prioritize, just to name a few. This doesn't change the fact, however, that you have lost a lot in the past 400 days and have not been able to take part of many of the traditions and rites of passage that make the junior and senior years at Thurston High School truly memorable. Lost were pep assemblies, games, Friday night lights, concerts, drama performances, homecoming dances, prom courts, as well as all of those casual moments in between classes spent with friends in the courtyard, cafeteria, and hallways. And through that suffering, you have defined yourselves in a way no other class at Thurston High School ever has. Speaking to the last 13 years, take the time to reach out to some of your elementary, middle, and high school teachers that influenced you or made a difference in your life. Let them know that you're okay and what your future plans are. They'll appreciate that more than you know. And with your friends and family, let the corona pandemic serve as a reminder of the value and importance of friendships, small gatherings with families, and the need for hugs, handshakes, and high fives. Congratulations, class of 21. Not only will you hold a special place in my heart as a resilient graduating class, but as one of a pair of classes that sacrificed so much, yet played such an integral part in bringing this pandemic to a place where we could all be together on campus, participating in activities, even if for a very short time. Thank you.
It is an honor to speak to you today as we honor you, the graduating class of 2021. What an accomplishment. With all that you have overcome, you persevered and shined through with flying colors. You have endured and conquered things that many could not. For that, you should be congratulated, and for that, you should be very proud. Now you face new decisions and challenges in your life. Decisions and challenges that will shape your life into what you want it to be. The greatest thing about today, tomorrow, and from now on is that you get to decide. You get to decide what you want to do and what you want to be in your life. You get to decide how you will react to adversity. You will get to decide if you're going to make excuses or make things happen. I want to tell you a story about a young man we had a few years ago here at Thurston High School. His name is Ryan. Ryan had to deal with a lot of things in his life. Things that some of you have had to deal with. Some of these things, some of you will never deal with. Ryan's mom was a drug addict, an alcoholic, and had a gambling problem. She would often spend and lose their money and couldn't pay their bills. That meant that Ryan was homeless many times throughout his childhood. I had the privilege of coaching Ryan in boys basketball. There were times where he would have to leave practice to go to a food bank at the church. There were times he couldn't afford his basketball shoes and other necessities. There were times he couldn't afford to eat when we were on road trips, needed a little help. The cool thing about Ryan is that you never knew those things because he had a great attitude and a positive energy about him. The kid that needed the most was the kid who did the most for others. It was an incredible thing to watch. Ryan just learned how to live without. He found out at an early age that if you want something, you have to earn it. There weren't many handouts in Ryan's life. If you tried to help him with something, he refused to take it for free and demanded to work for it. He didn't wait for others to feel sorry for him and didn't blame anyone for the situation he was put in, not even his parents. You see, loyalty was a big deal to Ryan. When Ryan was a senior in high school, his mom had moved out. She left him the trailer and said, "Do with it what you want." I came to find out that he was renting rooms in his trailer to make rent. He was sleeping on the couch of his own home to ensure he had a home for him and his brothers. Ryan later went to college to play basketball. He received a partial scholarship. He had a good career and decided he wanted to go into coaching to give back, just like people had given to him. He wanted to pay it forward, so to speak. In only his 4th year of coaching, he became a Division I assistant coach, chasing his dream of being a Division I head coach. He's on the fast track to being exactly what he wanted to be. Ryan is a survivor. He's not a victim. He is a survivor. Ryan wanted a better life and decided that's what he was going to have. He didn't let anybody else judge him or define him for the situation that he was put in. All he did was outwork everyone around him, make good decisions, and earned everything he got. The best thing about this whole story is Ryan invested in himself. Ryan invested in himself. So why do I tell you this story? Only you can define who you are. You don't let every decision you make or the decisions of others make or define who you are or who you will be. You may have a great situation. You may have a bad situation. But now it's up to you in your life to define who you are and who you want to be. You get to decide how the story goes. You need to be the designer of your own life. I believe it's important that you never let the expectations of other people outweigh the expectations of yourself. And that's exactly what Ryan did. Ryan believed in himself, and nobody ever expected anything more of him than he did himself. So remember, only you can define who you are and who you want to be.
So, how do you make sure these decisions you make are right for you? How do you see these hopes and dreams you have come to fruition? Well, we're glad you asked. The Jeff Cardwell and Doug Paquette Guide for Better Living has just come out, and we are here to present it to you. This guide will help you keep it real. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a real treat. Here are the 5 simple concepts to maximize success.
Number 1, you need to have a defined why. What is it that you need or want, and why is it important to you? Okay, this will help you shape the decisions you make. It will help you set goals and challenge you to be the best. When you have a defined why, you are more likely to make reasonable decisions that will impact your life and the lives of others in a positive way. This will help you build an action plan to ensure that your dreams become a reality.
Number 2, have a plan of action. Once you know your personal why, then the only question you have to ask is how. How will I achieve my goals? How will I live up to my why? How will I get the career or family that I've always wanted? Is it trade school? Is it 2-year college? Is it 4-year university? Is it military? Successful people have goals and dreams and a plan of action to achieve them. Do you?
Number 3, believe in yourself. Belief in yourself comes from confidence. Confidence comes from preparation. Prepare yourself for anything that you might encounter. Figure out what you have control over and control those things. Focus on your character and who you are. Adversity builds character, but it also reveals it. Is adversity a speed bump or a roadblock for you? The great thing is that you get to decide.
Number 4, outwork everyone. Are you willing to show up early or stay late? Are you willing to do things the right way instead of taking shortcuts? Are you willing to work even on those days when you don't feel like it? Are you willing to work even when people say you can't do it, it's impossible, or it's too hard? In the next 10 years, some of you will be married and or have children. Scary, huh? Are you willing to sacrifice and work to be the parent or spouse that you have always dreamed of? Successful people have an incredible work ethic. Do you? Number 5, be a lifelong learner. Lifelong learners know they can't reach their full potential alone. They seek and acknowledge help from family, friends, and mentors. Lifelong learners own up to their mistakes and grow from them without making excuses. Lifelong learners understand that you never arrive and know everything. Lifelong learners have the passion to be the best version of themselves for their families, their community, and for their workplace. Lifelong learners consider others when making important decisions. Your learning doesn't end with graduation. You are just beginning. Make it your goal to keep growing.
In closing, according to a Harvard researcher named Dr. David McClellan, we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. We become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Think about that. You've heard this for years. You are more likely to accomplish good things when you are around people who are doing good things. Align yourself with people who are going to help you stay afloat rather than drag you down like an anchor. You have everything you need to succeed in your life. It's right there for you. Now it's up to you to go get it. Figure out what you have control over and control those things the best you can. Have a great attitude and a work ethic second to none. Be excited about new challenges and have an open mind. Work harder, work smarter, and make it happen. Excuses are not acceptable, and life is about the choices you make. First we make our choices, then our choices make us. What do you want for your life, and what are you willing to do to go get it? You get to decide. As teachers, we are expected to motivate and inspire young people. But what you have done, the class of 2021, is you have inspired and motivated me. And for that, I'm forever grateful, and I thank you. I hope you guys have a great life. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your special day, and we love you.
We cherish the relationships we have built. We love you all just like we love our own kids. Nobody has ever had a tougher road to graduate and more to overcome than the class of 2021. For that, we're very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. We would like to leave you with a quote from our good friend, Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. Congrats, pursue your dreams, celebrate with friends and family, and remember, no drugs and alcohol. God bless, and go Colts.
It is now my pleasure to introduce students at Thurston High School that have achieved our highest academic honors, our salutatorians for 2021. First, Estella Ocker. Salutatorian Estella Ocker is the daughter of Michael and Heather Ocker. While in high school, she took several AP classes, including calculus, literature, and macroeconomics. In her senior year, she had the privilege of attending 2 classes at the University of Oregon to help further her mathematical studies. In her sophomore year, she was awarded Student of the Year for German. Able to juggle working part-time and schoolwork for the last 2 years, her strong will and determination drive her towards beginning her degree at Oregon State University in the fall. Estella Ocker. Megan Strunk. Salutatorian Megan Strunk is the daughter of Don and Michelle Strunk of Springfield. Megan plans to attend OSU in the fall of 2021 to pursue her education in agricultural sciences. In addition to dedicating her time to her studies, Megan is actively involved with American Stock Horse Association and Western State Stock Horse. Megan and her horse Legend most recently achieved all-around high point in the Youth 14 to 18 division at a WSSH show. And prior to that, attended ASHA Nationals in Sweetwater, Texas, where she won multiple awards, including Reserve National Champion in the Youth 14-18 division. Megan Strunk. And now to honor our highest academic achievement valedictorians, we have 4 this year. First, Maya Hampton. Valedictorian Maya Hampton is the daughter of Jan and Angie Hampton of Walterville. She will attend Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona to major in software engineering with a minor in cybersecurity. She has taken a wide range of AP and College Now classes in subjects such as calculus, literature, and computer science. Since her freshman year, she has been clarinet section leader in the State Advancing Wind Ensemble, marching band, and performed in other various ensembles. She is co-captain of the tennis team and project manager of her robotics team, who also advanced to state. She's a member of the National Honor Society, a member of the National Center for Women in Information Technology, received the NCWIT Aspirations in Computing Award, and was named Twin Rivers Student of the Quarter. Maya Hampton. Alyssa Matthews. Valedictorian Alyssa Matthews is the daughter of Matt and Beth Matthews. She will be attending George Fox University in the fall. She will be participating in the honors program and pursuing a degree in public relations with a minor in political science. During high school, she has taken 6 advanced placement classes and taken and received A's in 4 different college courses. She has accumulated over 100 volunteer hours by volunteering at local food pantries, the local library, vacation Bible schools, and various other one-time volunteer opportunities. She also participated in Model United Nations her sophomore year, mock trial her junior year, and sang in various choirs at Thurston, including High Energy. She has been in National Honor Society for the last 3 years and worked to start an Interact Club, the high school level of Rotary, but was unfortunately prevented by school closures due to COVID-19 pandemic. She is finishing her 3rd year in track and cross country, in which she has been awarded Most Inspirational and the Sportsmanship Award. She recently won Ms. THS and Most Devoted in the Mr. and Ms. THS pageant, through which they raised over $11,000 for Children's Miracle Network. Alyssa Matthews. Abigail Raven. Valedictorian Abigail Raven is the daughter of Peter and Naomi Raven. Abby is a dedicated student, a talented athlete and musician, and an inspiration to all who know her. As a student at Thurston High School, Abby enjoyed taking several AP classes, working as the school newspaper editor-in-chief, and was a member of the National Honor Society. She competed each year in the state cross-country and track championships and brought with her a crowd of her teammates and friends who were excited to cheer her on. Abby plays the violin and has been part of the Eugene Springfield Youth Symphony programs for 4 years. She has taught several private violin students and enjoys sharing her love of music with them. Abby is dedicated in her desire to serve those around her and actively looks for opportunities to reach out to those in need. She is a great role model for her siblings. She loves to camp, hike, and spend time with people. Abby has been awarded several scholarships from local organizations, such as the Daughters of the American Revolution, both local, state, and regional awards, Slocum, Complete Vision Center, Twin Rivers Rotary, Springfield Rotary, and La Femme Rust. Abby will be attending Utah State University as a recipient of the award. She plans to study business and kinesiology and will be running with the Utah State cross-country team. Abby is looking forward to the future of faith and commitment to do her best in the opportunities that come her way. Abigail Raven. Emily Volity. Valedictorian Emily Volity is the daughter of Dylan and Katie Volity. She is graduating a year ahead of her class. Over the years, she has been involved with the Wind Ensemble at the school, National Honor Society, and the Habitat Restoration Team. Her favorite subjects have proven to be math, history, and science. She excelled through AP Calculus and took as many history and elective science classes as possible. She plans to begin her post-high school career at Lane Community College before moving to the East Coast. In New York, she hopes to serve at the international headquarters of Jehovah's Witness and travel the world. Emily Volity. And now for the presentation of the class of 2021.
Pudge Monroy. Asher Ruckty. Miguel Allen. Isaac Thurber. Katie Moat. Alina Hunt. Mackenzie Goss. Allison Fuentes. Devin Neckles. Colin Coder. Michaela Murray. Denali Deerdorf. Emily McLeod. Trinity Iyer. Helen Harrison. Kaylee Jones. Brooke Blackwell. Kaylee Hernandez. Hope Burke. Isaiah Burke. Keenan Gutierrez. Chris Skelton. Varney Doreen. Owen Clues. Trevor Selby. Chase Boldra. Ashley Aldis.
Brandon Stifler. Cody Lance. Reed Bliley. Hunter Funderburk. Carter Bell. Colton Firth. Monica Cycle. Abby Remington. Brendan Watson. Hannah Altmiller. Reese Sword. Ashley E. Nixon. Joseph Hetz. William Onus. Jordan Ellington. Marcos Estrada. Jason Klopp II. Amy Voots. Michael Garut. Todd Thompson. Dawson Muggy. Tanner Wyndham. Devin Madden. Kaylee Lamb. Hunter Putzier. Clara Nelson. Angelica Rivera. Lexus DeHaven. Nicole Cruz. Abby Perez. Quade Davis. Leighton Shue. Rosara Coble Tabone. Ruben Coble Tabone. Cameron Herrick. Aiden Hansen. Wyatt Williams. Cameron Thomas. Maverick Quiroz. Dalton Sarabia. Levi Taggart. Noah Taggart. Brian Bubbles Jenkins. Keenan O'Donnell. Cami Gustus. Pedro Neri. Braden Ivy. TJ Rogers. Jordan Hariff. Haley James. Mason Desmira.
Michael Peterson. Yvonne Garcia. Kalea Moore. Caleb Meacham. Caitlin Ferguson. Benson Saavedra. Jamie Thompson. Robert Collins III. Haley Morales. Jaden Russell. Nikhil Verma. Dionisio Mota. Chris Delano. Lucas Wardrip. Jackson Hall. Kaylee Johnson. Aiden Johnson. Jordan Taylor. Parker Green. Rudy Luis. Ellie Skoog. Lily McCain.
Nora Thompson. Sadie Clark. Haley McCutcheon. Ethan Foltz. Sapphire Donnell. Valedictorian Emily Veluti. Jeremy Foss. Aaron Nywert. Sierra Jenkins. Carly Harper. Jordan Cramblett. Kaylee Hallett. Jaden Lowry. Catherine Hoos. Chase Moreland. Dakota Moore. Jaden Kenzer. Maggie Peterson. Jason White. Alex Elmenhurst. Brenton Barong. Mariko Matsumoto Biggs. Samuel Brannon. Gracie Hill. Avery Henricks. Dana Wilson. Lulu Allen. Emily Bradley. Jules Asa. Luis Corona Barrera. Stephanie Polari.
Aaliyah Cervantes. Mark Hasty. AJ Spear. Zach Elliott. Aaliyah Shell. Laura Penaloza. Carter Robert Woods. Colby Kent Noah. Chloe Nossman. Megan Miller. Parker Thiel. Cameron Beery. Adriana Gonzalez. Anthony Bagayas. Christopher Castillo. Brevin Witham. Amaya Gorley. Jordan Stevens. Riley Harrison. Valedictorian Alyssa Matthews. Lexi Tuntlin. Liana Nathan. Kevin Haregrove. Daniel Wallace. Cross Nalungo. Duncan Hicks. Aaron Thompson. Elizabeth Scordell. Valedictorian Abby Raven. Amanda Crook. Ayana Yost. Ashton Quintero. Mariah Size. Aiden Vanderbilt. Andrea Herrera. Kylie Doolittle. Abigail Burkeen. Oriana Martinez. Catherine Schroet. Lindsay Derler. Jacob Roach. Salutatorian Megan Strunk. Kate Stevens. Josh Evans. Valedictorian Maya Hampton. Mandy Reed. Lily Vogt. Juliana Valenzuela. Gabriela Torres. Oregon Seal of Biliteracy graduate Yesenia Cifuentes y Roblero. Oregon Seal of Biliteracy graduate Joseph Cifuentes. Haley Williams. Clara Henderson. Elizabeth Bradley. Whitney Murray. Hunter Donahoe. Bradley Bruntz. Daniel Glass. Kaylee O'Leary Taylor.
Jacob Wright. Mariana Torres Montes. Jose Michel Contreras. Grayson Wright. Jack Parker. Seth Olson. Cody Dempsey. Dylan Rossiter. Juliana Gillingham. Lacey Marshall. McKenna Liu. Connor Lecomte. Salutatorian Estella Hocker. Kirsten Southwick. Corbin Ahern. Michael DeSando. Jose Huaracha. Madison Stevens. Christina Warshaw. John Locke. Haley Gamble. Allison Brooks. April Hill. Alexis Sanders. Kyle Travis Zane Champlin. Connor Sean Michael Champlin. Kobe Johnson. Kaori Bravo Gomez. Kylie Whitmer. Dakota Mofield. Shane Seamers. Zach Benar. Gavin Lindsay. Xander Silva. Isaac Kreitz. Michaela Cook. Mariah Cook. Michaela Saltzgiver. Cassidy Burns. Tessa Duwong Aipaivong. Xavier Jones. Brendan Stone. Colby Wolf. Zachary Pettis. Dylan Hannon. Blake Richmond. Catherine Garcia. Erica Hess. Adele Kent. Colin Leverett. Nicholas Sidler. Ella Adams. Haley Atkinson. Brennan DeLeon. Lily Davidson. Ellie Carson. Carlos Hernandez. Haley Osgood. Paul Lakers. Joshua Faust. Anthony Haley. Madison Sweet.
It is my pleasure to announce that the students participating in this ceremony who have met the graduation requirements set forth by the State of Oregon and the Springfield School District Board of Directors will be receiving their diplomas. Class of 2021, as a symbol of graduating from Thurston High School, please take your tassel and move it from the right to the left. Congratulations, Class of 21. May your futures be bright and filled with many successes. Thank you.
I just want to give a big thank you to all the teachers and coaches and everybody that supported me along the way. Big shout out to Mr. Carey. He's inspired me a lot. Coach Cardwell, Coach Simons, everybody that's been there along the way throughout this journey. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to all the teachers and staff that has helped me with a lot throughout my school year. And big shout out to Mike Simons, best coach out there. You have a great day.
I would like to say thank you to 3 of my teachers, Mr. Horwood, Miss Molaski, and Miss Paquette, for having a great years at Thurston and everything. So thank you guys.
I want to send out a quick thank you to all my teachers for supporting me in these 4 years.
Okay, I'd like to thank Mr. Rogers for being the best teacher I've ever had and helping me apply for my first summer job that led me to what I want to do, and what I want to study in college and what I want to do in life. So, Mr. Rogers, shout out you.
I would say that my favorite memory from high school was probably junior homecoming. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. All I want to say is Gilly is the best, and I wish I could have joined his pickleball team. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you to Mr. Labani for being genuinely one of the best people and best teachers that I've ever met, and someone who's made my high school experience that much better.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. Carey because, he passed me the second time and that's all that matters, but he really made my last 2 years of high school really special, so I appreciate him.
I would like to say thank you to the man on the ground, Benton Kanega.
Deuces T-Town. This one goes out to Mike Simons. Not only is he my wrestling coach, but he was my teacher, and beyond that, he was my friend at the beginning of high school, somebody I could look to and always go for help. And I just want to say thank you for helping me get through high school and having my back. And you're a great teacher, but an even better person to have, around.
I would like to say thank you to Mr. Heisengay for making high school a lot better. It just opened the door for me. It was a very educational experience taking choir.
But yeah, I definitely want to say thank you to my mom for supporting me my whole entire life and helping me out with everything. And thank you to Denise for always helping me out whenever I have a problem, and my little brother for sticking around. My grandparents for loving me and supporting me also, and Mike for working me and kicking my butt when I'm wrong. And Cameron for being happy. Oh yeah, and Jordan Starr, he's helped me for 3 years now. Mr. Neri for always staying on me, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Rearsguard for the year he was here.
So you once said each soul has a thirst for meaning and happiness, and that really helped me along my journey in high school. So thank you, Mr. Roberson. You're a really good teacher. You owe me a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping me pass Algebra 2, Mr. Carey.
We did it!
I'd like to thank Mr. Nice and Mr. Carey because you guys helped me with AP classes, which were really hard.
And I'd like to thank Matt Labounty and Polly Cole, as well as Damon Vold, for making my CTE classes really enjoyable.
Did it! I'd like to send a special thank you to Mr. Vian and Mr. Labounty for giving me the best 4 years of high school that I can ever ask for. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the teachers that have helped me and to the football team for letting me help out.
All right, my name is Michael Garut, and I'd like to say a big thank you to Miss Cole. One of my favorite teachers throughout the whole high school. I have too many to name, but Miss Cole was definitely my favorite. So thank you, Miss Cole. I hope you have a wonderful time, and hope you stay here for a few more years. Embrace some more kids with your presence. Thank you.
Just want to say thank you to my friends and family and all the teachers and coaches that have helped me, and just very thankful.
I'd like to thank my parents, family. Advice for high school: have fun. Don't think about it too much.
I want to thank Mr. Hampton and Mr. Paquette for being awesome teachers and helping me out in high school. They're awesome people, and I really wish the best of them in life.
I did it. You can too. I don't want this in here.
Thank you, Coach Robin.
Thank you to my teachers, family, and coaches.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, V.
Thank you to all our friends and family, and shout out to Mr. Carey.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out the counselors as well for helping us change our classes if we need to, or help us get through.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank all the teachers that helped me and went out of their way to help me bring up my grades so I could actually graduate.
Okay, I would like to thank everybody at this great high school. Probably one of the best high schools I've ever seen or heard of. In fact, I'd like to thank my family for supporting me and getting me back on track, and I'd especially like to thank a person who was teaching at the school named Phoebe Slocum, who is now in Tennessee. If you're hearing this, Phoebe, I really appreciate it.
I just want to say thank you to Miss Evans for always helping me, and yeah, I appreciate her a lot, and thank you a lot once again.
I'd like to thank a couple teachers, Carrie, Cardwell, Mike Simons, and Roberson for helping me through these tough years.
It's been a long ride and we finally made it.
Thanks for being a wonderful teacher, and I love this school.
Thank you to all the teachers who have helped me along the way. I'm very grateful that I've got to go on this journey and that you guys have guided me through this.
Okay, I just want to make a special thanks to Missionary, Mr. Briquette, Mrs. Rogers, and every other teacher that I have not included. You guys have helped me a lot throughout the years, and I just want to shout you guys out.
I just want to say thanks, Miss Joseph, for all of the hard work in English class. I know you're not here though, but thanks.
Thanks to all my teachers for being on my butt and making me get it done. Woohoo.
A favorite memory I'd like to bring up is probably freshman year. I had a teacher named Miss Pearson, and during freshman year, they had a thing called honors and then regular writing, and I was like, Miss Pearson, I'm gonna do honors. She's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm like, man, all right. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. And then my mom sent her a book-long email. The next day she came up to me, she's like, all right, let's do it. And I kicked it out of the park. And since then I became an English honors student. So I thought that was pretty cool. And another thing is that my counselor, Dawn Maurice, she has helped me through so much. And when I had moments, she would help me get out of class to, calm down. But no, I've had a lot of good memories here, and I'm very thankful for Dawn Maurice and Miss Pearson.
Congratulations, guys. Good luck. I hope the best to all of you. You guys got bright futures ahead. Good luck, everyone.
I want to thank my friends and family for supporting me all the way through high school, always giving me what I need to succeed. And I also want to thank Miss Erickson for preparing me perfectly for high school. She was the best first teacher you could have in high school. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you to my family for supporting me throughout all of this, and it's over.
All right, I want to say thank you to Miss Maceman. She definitely helped me get through the last 4 years of high school. She's always been there. She's a really good, helpful hand. So thank you, Miss Maceman.
My favorite memory at Thurston was when I was in soccer, and it was the first time the Thurston soccer team had ever played on the football field. And then we beat Churchill, who had previously beat us 9-0. That was an amazing game.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Labounty for being the coolest teacher at Thurston High School.
Thank you, Miss Helwig. We love you.
Kudos to Mr. Hampson for helping me all the way. And since he's gonna retire, I'm just saying thanks for supporting all of us students here, and enjoy your retirement.
Thank you for an awesome 4 years. I want to thank my mom.
I just want to give a shout out to my counselor and my older sister Marlene, for pushing me through it. If it weren't for her, I honestly don't think I'd be here today. So I couldn't be more thankful for my family and for everybody I have here with me today. So yeah, thanks high school for showing me how close I can be with my family.
I'm thankful for the Child Development Center Thurston provides.
Thank you, Mr. Carey, for being a good math teacher.
Shout out Mr. Hanson for being the best teacher ever, and then shout out Straneri for helping me graduate and being the best counselor ever. Let's go!
Shout out Mr. Nice for letting me catch a fish during online class. Thank you.
Shout out to the lacrosse team for winning league. Let's go, boys.
Just like to thank Mr. Carey for not failing me in calculus. It really helped me a lot, so thanks.
My favorite memory is freshman year after I ran the mile. I was the last one to make it, and I was crying in the bathroom, and Miss Paquette, I was hiding in the bathroom stall pretending not to cry, and Miss Paquette came in and was like, I know you're in there, and I was like, I'm not in here.
I just wanted to say thank you to the staff and to my counselor because she's been helping me through everything, and even though I just struggled with classes, she still was there to be helpful with anything I needed, and she was just a really good counselor to have.
Thank you, Miss Evans, for calling me when my grades got too bad.
I'd like to thank my parents for helping me get through high school. It was sick. Texas forever.
Remember that one time our whole senior year was online?
Yeah.
Weird.
I guess I feel like this is a really happy ending for me because my future is bright and there's so much amazing things that have happened in the past and so many people who have helped me create a bright and beautiful and exciting future. So I just want to thank all the teachers and coaches and friends and counselors and administrators who helped put me on this path and helped me figure out what I was going to do next and help me create a bright and happy future and a happy ending for high school.
I want to say thank you to Joe Roberson for all the laughs and fun memories in yearbook. Thank you to Mr. Carey and Mrs. Cunningham for getting me through all those times in math. You guys were so helpful and such an inspiration to me. And then thank you to Miss Polly Cole. You have taught me a lot more about myself that I didn't know about myself. And I just thank you for also being an inspiration and encouraging me to never give up. So thank you.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Cardwell for being one of my favorite teachers, and also Kanega for being one of my my soccer coach, and having me finish my senior year with a bang. So thank you.
Mahalo to my coaches and my family for supporting me throughout this long years. Thank you for everything you guys done, and mahalo.
Thank you, COVID, for the last 4 years. Thank you so much to everyone here for helping me through these crazy times, and I'm so grateful to all my coaches and all my teachers and all of my friends that I've made.
Hi, I want to thank Miss Cunningham for helping me survive math. That was fun. And I want to thank Mr. Roberson for everything we did in newspaper, and I hope that every time you see a paper crane, you think of me.
I just want to say thank you for everyone who pushed me forward, and thank you to Ms. Joseph and Mr. Hanson for really getting me here. I couldn't have done it without them.
I want to give a big shout out to Miss Tours, my science teacher, for always motivating me, and my counselor, Miss Janeri, for pushing me and just helping me to know that I can reach my goals.
All right, Casey, thank you for putting up for me for 4 years. It's been fun.
Thank you, Mr. Cardwell, for being a really good teacher, super understanding, and overall the bomb. Thank you. Shout out to the Paquettes and Miss Hasforth for helping me get to where I am. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all my coaches for definitely helping me throughout the past 4 years and being an outlet for me, and also my family for supporting me through this. Yes, go. Ah, she's stuck. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, mine did.
Oh yeah, she's stuck. Okay, we're good. Got it.
Hi. Our favorite memory here was
freshman year when the water pipe burst, we got to go home from school.
I'd like to give a special thank you to Miss Evans, my counselor, just for everything, helping me out, even beating up my stuffed animal a little bit, always fun. And to Mr. V for just pushing me as a musician and doing everything he could to support me. It was great. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to Mr. V for, always pushing me, helping me learn a bunch of instruments. That was awesome. And I'd like to say thanks to Jan for helping me learn a bunch of stuff about robots that I probably never would have learned if I hadn't had his classes.
My favorite memory at THS is when we perform on for cabaret football games, and when Mr. Toey decided to jump in the middle of one of our practices.
I want to give a shout out to all the teachers who have supported and guided me through these 4 years here at Thurston High School,
And I want to give a thank you to Mr. Roberson for giving me this amazing experience in yearbook.
I'd like to say thank you to all my teachers and everyone who supported me, and this has been a great year. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a todos mis maestros y compañeros que me apoyaron durante este ciclo escolar. Thank you so much to my teachers and for the support. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Carey and the whole staff of THS for making this a great year. Even though COVID came and it kind of sucked and there wasn't much of the usual fun, I'm still thankful for all the staff that still made it fun in this difficult times. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to Ms. Carlson. She was always there to help me, and she helped me get there to college, and she's a very big help to everyone. Thank you, Ms. Carlson.
I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Kanega and Doug Paquette for making high school fun and always encouraging me.
My favorite teacher was Slocum. My favorite class was Jesser because of catering, and that'd be it.
The only reason I survived high school is because of Miss Hasforth.
Sup, my name is Jason. See you later.
So I want to say thank you to Ms. Maceman. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be graduating right now, so thank you, Ms. Maceman.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Hanson, Mrs. Caird, Mrs. Straneri. They helped me out a lot, and they made it a really good school year. Thank you.
Shout out to Mr. Carey for being one of the best math teachers I've ever had and actually making calculus fun. And shout out to Mr. Robeson for being the best English teacher I ever had.
Thanks, V, for all the stairs you made me do and the amazing experience at band.
Thank you all teachers for all the support and helping me become a real Colt.
Thank you to all my teachers, and I hope to see you someday. I really want to thank Miss Howick, Miss Molaski, Mr. Vian, everyone who's helped me throughout this whole journey. I've developed a personality, basically, and doing everything I can, and you guys helped a lot, so thank you.
I'd like to thank Christine Tischer, Austin Jones, Miss Colson, Mr. Taylor, and all the other teachers that have been with me for the first 4 years of high school. Thank you.
I want to give out a shout out to Mr. Hampton for being my favorite teacher.
Thank you to my mom, Miss Evans, and Miss Cole for helping me get to where I am today.
All right, my favorite memory is competitions with my cabaret dance team.
I want to thank my family mostly for getting me here. My best friends, I wouldn't have done it without them. They've helped me so much throughout my life and throughout my, high school career. I want to thank all my teachers and everyone for just getting me to the path that I am now. Spartan out.
I want to say thank you to my friends and family and Doug Paquette for always helping me and pushing me through school. Thank you very much, all of you.
I would like to thank my friends and family for pushing me through high school. Sometimes I didn't want to do it, but I made it through, so yeah.
And I'd like to thank my family, especially for pushing me through, making me do everything I didn't want to do, and thank all the people that work at the high school.
I want to thank my friends and family. This was a big dream walking on stage. Not as how I planned, but it's awesome. I want to thank my counselor, Ms. Straneri, helped me a lot, and especially my coach, basketball coach, Coach Blaine.
Thank you for the class of 2021 being the best, and thank you for Tim Vian for being the best band teacher out there. Bye, guys.
My favorite high school memory was spending most of it with Cassidy Burns.
As was mine.
Spending it with yourself?
No, spending it with you. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, pretty much all the best parts were spent with you.
Yeah, agreed.
I'd like to take a shout out to Mr. Tim, Mrs. Colson, and all the teachers that's helped me. And I want to thank my family, and that's pretty much it. And thanks, go Colts.
I would just like to thank all my family, all my teachers, and more specifically, my mother for getting me through this.
Past 4 years in high school have been some of the best of my life. I'm glad that I've been through all this, and I'm excited to see what's next.
I want to say thank you to two of my favorite teachers, Mr. Hanson and Miss Colson, for being two of the most respectful, honest, understanding, and great teachers in general. I want to say thank you to them.
I
I want to give a big shout out to the wrestling coaches, Coach Simons and Coach Cardwell. They really helped me go through this last year of high school and on to the next 4 years, so go Colts.
My shout out goes to Doug Biquette. He's the best. He's the best teacher I've ever had. He's the best coach I've ever had. And Mike Schlosser is the coolest person I know. Thanks, Thurston.
I would just like to say thank you to Matt Labani for being the best teacher I've had through high school and making his class the best.
Shout out to Mr. Vian and Mr. Heisengate. Thank you so much, and I will always remember band camp.
Hi, people from Thurston. I just graduated. We all have graduated. It has been a tough year and the tough 4 years we have been through. We have dealt with huge fires, a whole bunch of pandemic, and a lot of things have happened to people during this COVID stuff, like deaths and a whole bunch. But right now, it is a time for us to celebrate ourselves for accomplishing 4 years and the past years as well. Thank you, Bravo 6, going dark.
We want to say thank you to Mr. Heacock because we actually met in his class.
Freshman year.
Yep, and that's where we started being friends, and we've been inseparable ever since, so thank you.
Yes, we have. Thank you, Mr. Heacock.
Yep.